All right, guys, today you're going to be answering questions about chapters 2 and 3 of the Cam Jensen book. So you're going to want to make sure that you've got the book pulled up in another tab. So make sure you hit this little plus sign and you pull another tab up and go to the classroom. Find the book where it says Cam Jensen chapters 2 and 3. You're going to pull it up and make sure that you have it so you can refer back to some of the sentences in the passage for your answers. All right. The first questions ask us to reread to clarify. Two sets of people walked out of the jewelry store. So think back to the story how two different sets of people walked out of the jewelry store. In these questions, you're going to describe how the people were acting when they left the store. Include if you believe that they were acting suspicious. So that word suspicious kind of means like guilty. Were they acting guilty? The young couple. Think about the young couple when they left the jewelry store. You're going to write a sentence here about what they did when they were leaving the jewelry store, and then you're going to include a sentence about if you thought they acted guilty or not. Okay? The two old women. You're going to include a sentence here about how they acted when they left the jewelry store. Think about how the two old women were acting, and then also include a sentence about if you thought they were acting guilty or suspicious. Okay? Citing evidence. Which sentence or sentences prove that Eric is a good brother? Think about that back in the story and think about which sentence or sentences prove that Eric is a good brother. If you think so we got to prove that he is a good brother, so you're going to have to look back in this passage to see some sentences where it talks about Eric and maybe something that he did for his brother. Then you're going to include those sentences in your answer. You're going to make sure that you include those sentences there. What is the prefix in the word impolite? What is the prefix in the word impolite? And remember, a prefix comes at the beginning of a word. So think about that. What is the prefix in the word impolite? Okay. What does the prefix im mean? What does that im at the beginning of a word, what does that mean? Like in the word impolite or imperfect. Think about what does that word im, if we include that little piece of a word at the beginning, what does that mean? Okay. In which word does the prefix im mean the same as it does in impolite? So think about what im means in the word impolite. Think about that. And think about which one of these words it means the same in. Imagine, imitate, or impossible. Imagine, imitate, or impossible. Okay? Summarize. You're going to summarize what the old women told Cam and Eric about what happened in the jewelry store. So think back to the story. Think about what the old women told Cam and Eric about what happened in the jewelry store. If you can't remember, you're going to refer back to the text. Okay? After you remember what they told Cam and Eric, you're going to summarize. That means write it in your own words. So you're going to write about what the old women told Cam and Eric. Okay? Citing evidence. That means we're going to go back to the story and we are going to include sentences straight from the text. Which sentence or sentences prove that the man with the mustache and the green tie did not rob the jewelry store? So, the man with the mustache and the green tie, he did not rob the jewelry store. So, we have to go back and find sentences that prove that he did not rob the jewelry store. So, you'll have to go back into the passage and include sentences here. What is a synonym of ugly? So think about the word ugly. Think about what is a synonym of ugly. What is an antonym of ugly? An antonym of ugly. Okay, and the last question, a prediction. That means you're going to tell what you think is going to happen. Who do you think robbed the jewelry store? Who do you think robbed the jewelry store? What clues led you to your prediction? So not only are you going to write in here who you think robbed the store, you're also going to go back into the text and you're going to figure out the clues that told you that that person robbed the store. So include why do you think that that person robbed the jewelry store? All right, guys, good luck. And if you need to, pause the video, start it back over if you need to. Good luck on your questions. Remember to look back at that text if you need to.